This guitar just came in to me for just a basic setup, and one of my former students brought this to me. I think it's 2014 model, and I thought it'd be interesting just to see how these hold up over the years. Just a few dings, that's all normal. A little bit of wear, the back and neck's polished up, that's going to happen. You can take steel wool to it if you want. That's something I'm indifferent about. Yeah, no cracks. Bridge is still glued down. That rattling inside is actually, it's a guitar pick. If I take it out, I'll end up putting it in my pocket. So I want to make sure they get the pick back. And all I did to it was file the nut down a little bit. Very low. It's not so low that it's going to rattle, unless I hit that 6th string really hard. But the guy wanted it very easy to play, so. And it is. There's a little bit of a buzzing issue at the beginning, or when I just got it, and just in the lower frets, just for normal wear. I just put a slight forward bow in the neck to get rid of that, and lowered the saddle so it's still nice and low up here, and we're not getting any buzz on these frets unless you, of course, you play too hard, but that's going to happen even with high action. So, or if you play way over here, hard. If you play hard, close to the fretboard, you're going to get a really thin sound. People ask me why I play closer to the bridge. That's why. It is brighter by the bridge, but you can change the angle of the pick to get a different sound or use a different kind of pick. The neck was really easy to adjust. No cracks or pops when I did that. Everything's still good shape. Bridge is in good shape. Fret ends are not sharp. None of the frets have lifted. There's one thing I did notice. The tuning key isn't perfectly straight. That's a very minor issue. That's not going to affect the tuning stability. That wouldn't bother me, especially on a guitar in the $300 range. And I was very impressed with these when they first came out, and I still am. A lot of $1,000 guitars don't sound this good. And I'm not sponsored by Ibanez, obviously, but this is just an honest opinion. I really like these guitars, and personally, I've never had an issue with them. I've never owned this model. A lot of my students have had them. I have the spruce top version of this guitar, which has been great. And I set this up with 11 gauge strings, so very light strings, and it's still very full sounding. And let's check out the electronics. So everything's still functional, and I'm just playing through a cheap little electric amp. Here we go. So it won't quite sound like an acoustic guitar because I'm playing through an electric amp. So no scratchiness in the pots. There's a treble control. Bass. And the tuner still works. String to string balance is great. Fishman pickup in it. I think they're still making them the same way. I'm not sure. I haven't checked them out in a while. But I'm pretty happy with the results of this setup, and I definitely recommend these guitars if you come across one. Of course, if it's used, check it out. Make sure it's not too damaged. This one hasn't been abused, but some of them I'm sure have been. But this one's structurally it's great. Just a little dings, scratches here and there, but that's gonna happen. And that's not something that bothers me. Alright, hopefully you found it interesting, and I'll have more to come.